Now, we are going to take up conditional sentences for our study. Conditional sentences have a special verbal structure. A conditional sentence is one in which you have a conditional clause, what you generally call if clause. If he approaches me, I will help him. You have two clauses here. If he approaches me is a conditional clause. If the condition is fulfilled, what will happen? I will help. So, in a conditional clause, you will have a condition, and if the condition is fulfilled, what will happen? If it rains, I won't go out. Here, the condition clause is if it rains. If it rains, what will happen? I won't go out. There are three types of conditional sentences. They are probable conditional clauses, improbable conditional clauses, and impossible conditional clauses. In a probable condition, you make a condition. You simply say that if this condition is fulfilled, I will do something. Examples: if you want, I will come with you. I will be with you if you take care of me. If it rains, we will have a good harvest. Here, you don't say whether it will happen or not. All that is implied is, if this condition is fulfilled, the rest will follow. In the probable condition, in the if clause, you have to use simple present. In the main clause, you have to use simple future. If you want, I will give you money. If clause, if you want, it is in the simple present. Main clause, I will give you money. It has to be in the simple future. The condition in a probable condition clause is an open one or a likely condition. If clause can also be in the present continuous or present perfect. If you're looking for the newspapers, you will find them there. If you have finished reading, we will go for a walk. In the main clause, we can also use may, can, must, and should. If you have finished the work, you can go. If you want the job, you must work hard. If you don't come, I may not go. Improbable condition. The second conditional clause or sentence is improbable. It is otherwise called closed or unlikely condition. What we mean by improbable is that the condition is not likely to be fulfilled. Examples: if I had money, I would go around the world. The implied meaning is that I don't have money, so there is no chance of me going around the world. If I were the Prime Minister, I would abolish all democratic rights. But the problem is that I am not the Prime Minister. If I were a bird, I would fly. I'm not a bird and I can't fly. In this improbable condition, the if clause will be in the simple past. The main clause will be modal, would, followed by bare infinitive. If I worked hard, I would pass. In the if clause, we make use of simple past. In the main clause, you have would followed by bare infinitive. The implication here is that I am not capable of hard working, so I am not going to pass. Let me give you another example. If I spoke Latin, would you understand? This is an improbable condition as the if clause is in the simple past. And the main clause as model would followed by bare infinitive. The implication is, I can't speak Latin, and even if I speak Latin, you can't understand. Both probable and improbable conditions refer to the future. But there is third one, what we call impossible condition clause. This condition clause does not refer to the future, but it refers to the past. This is also called unfulfilled conditional clause. If you had come earlier, you could have met the principal. Unfortunately, you did not come, so you didn't meet the principal. If she had not committed silly mistakes, she would have won the prize. But she committed silly mistakes and she did not win the prize. So it refers to a past action. The condition was not carried out. Past condition was not carried out and so there was a failure. In the impossible condition, if clause should be in the past perfect. The main clause will have would followed by have and past participle. If he had come, I would have taken you out. Now I will give you sentences with all the three conditions. If you apologize, you will escape. So here it is a probable condition. If you apologized, you would escape. Here it is an improbable condition. Here the speaker does not think that the person would apologize, so the chances of his escaping are less. If you had apologized, you would have escaped. This is impossible condition. Unfortunately, he had not apologized, and so he had not escaped. Another three combinations. If he seeks help, I will help him. This is probable condition. You simply state a condition, and if the condition is fulfilled, you will help him. If he sought help, I would help him. This is an improbable condition. Here, the speaker suggests that the other person would not seek his help, so the chances of him helping are less. If he had sought help, I would have helped him. Impossible condition. Here, the implication is that he did not seek help, so he was not helped. Look at this sentence now. If it had rained, I would have taken an umbrella. What type of conditional clause it is? Yes, it is an impossible condition. Why? You have past perfect in the if clause, would followed by have and past participle in the main clause. Can you make it into probable and improbable condition? You can do it. If it rains, I will take an umbrella. That is probable condition. If it rained, I would take an umbrella. That is improbable condition. Now look at this sentence. If you want to meet the chairman, you must get prior permission. What type of conditional sentence it is? Yes, it is the probable condition, because you have simple present in the if clause and the futuristic in the main clause. How do you make it into improbable? If you wanted to meet the chairman, you should get prior permission. What about the impossible? If you had wanted to meet the chairman, you must have got prior permission. Look at another example. If the driver had been careful, he could have avoided the accident. What type of condition it is? impossible condition. How to make it into probable and improbable? If the driver is careful, he can avoid the accident. That is a probable condition. If the driver was careful, he would avoid the accident. That is an improbable condition.